October 2015, Select Citywalk Mall, New Delhi. H&M opens their first Indian store. The queues stretch around the building. 1000 rupees for a shirt. International brand. Beautiful store. H&M proved something that day, that there was a massive hungry market for affordable global fashion in India. And what happened next? No one at H&M anticipated. This is how H&M changed Indian fashion forever and the monster it created. To understand H&M's impact, you need to understand what India's fashion market looked like in 2015. At the top, Zara, already 5 years in, 2000 to 7000 rupee price range, aspirational, premium, 22 stores in the best malls. At the bottom, unorganized street markets and local tailors, under 1000, no brand, no experience, and in between, a very specific gap. The young Indian consumer, a college student in Delhi, fashion aware, following global trends on Instagram, willing to spend 1000 to 2000 on an international brand, but there was nowhere to go. H&M sat right in this gap. 1000 to 2000 rupees, international design, consistent quality, a great retail experience. And on opening day, the queues at Select Citywalk Mall told you everything you needed to know about the size of that suppressed demand. H&M's India strategy was deliberate and aggressive. Go wide, go fast, go affordable. 2015, 1 store. 2017, 10 stores. 2020, 40 stores. 2025, 70 stores across 25 cities. No other global fashion brand matched this expansion space. And two genuinely smart moves along the way. First, in 2025, they shifted their India headquarters from Delhi to Bangalore. Not just a new office, a signal. Bangalore is where India's fashion ecosystem lives. Zudio, Myntra, Ajio, Snitch, Rare Rabbit, all based over there. Second, they expanded into beauty, the only global fashion retailer in India to do this. More reasons to visit, higher basket size, a smart differentiator. On the surface, a very strong India story. But then, look at the profit. And here, the surface cracks. Now, this is where the H&M India story gets extraordinary. H&M opens in October 2015. Queues are everywhere. The demand is undeniable. Tata's retail arm Trent is closely watching. They see the queues. They validate the market. Then they make the move. September 2016, just 11 months after H&M's debut, Zudio opens its first store at Commercial Street, Bangalore. But Zudio does not copy H&M. They take H&M's core insight and they go one level further. H&M is 1000 to 2000 rupee price point. Zudio goes under 1000 rupees. H&M uses global sourcing. Zudio sources 99% of its products from India, faster, cheaper, and more culturally relevant. And the velocity of what's following is staggering. In FY25, Zudio sells 90 t-shirts every minute. H&M FY25, 3,500 crore, 70 stores. Zudio FY25, 8,000 crore plus 560 stores. 11 months apart, 8 times more stores, 2.2 times the revenue. Tata watched H&M prove the market and then they built a larger empire on top of it. But now here's the uncomfortable truth. FY23, 2,942 crore revenue, 43.6 crore profit. FY24, 3,278 crore revenue, 8.3 crore profit. Revenue up 11%, profit down 80%. 3,278 crore generating 8.3 crore profit. That's 0.25% margin. Now compare that to Zara, 11%, and Uniqlo at 15%. Why? Because H&M is caught in a squeeze from both the sides simultaneously. Above, Zara at 2000 to 7000, more aspirational, better margin, stealing H&M's upper consumer, the upper urban professional who now sees H&M as too basic. Below, Zudio at under 1000 rupees, more accessible, India sourced, 560 stores, taking H&M's most price sensitive customer but serving them better. H&M at 1000 to 2000 rupees sits in what is rapidly becoming the most uncomfortable position in Indian fashion, the squeezed middle. But H&M's impact goes far beyond those numbers. They prove to every Indian retailer that value fashion was real, was large, and the consumer was ready to spend. Westside sharpened their positioning, Max accelerated their fashion focus, and Zudio built an entirely new business on that insight. H&M did not just build a brand in India, they validated the entire market segment. That validation inspired a wave of Indian retail investment in value fashion that transformed how young India dresses. Today, so what does H&M do now? Three options. Option 1, go up. Close the weakest stores, improve quality, nudge prices towards Zara's territory, fewer doors, better margins, more aspirational. This is hard. It requires shrinking before growing, but it is the only way to escape the squeeze from below. Option 2, go wide. No more clothing stores, more categories. Beauty is already happening, the right call. Expand into lifestyle, home, kids. Become a destination, not just a fashion store. Option 3, go deep on digital. India's online fashion market is where the next battle will be won. Myntra, Ajio, Meesho. H&M has a digital presence, but it's not their strength. A serious pivot here could recapture customers that Zudio is winning online. The Bangalore headquarter move says that they are watching India's digital first brands very closely. Their beauty expansion says option 2 is currently underway, but 0.25% profit margin, that says that the clock is ticking. H&M's legacy is not the 70 stores or the 3,595 crore. It is the customer they created, the young Indian who discovered that fashion could be fun, accessible, and international. That customer now shops at Zudio, at Myntra, at Snitch, and a dozen other homegrown brands that exist because H&M proved that there was a market there. H&M democratized Indian fashion in India. Zudio is its most lasting legacy. This is not failure. This is the paradox of being the pioneer. You open the door, sometimes someone else walks through it much faster. The retail guru's verdict: H&M's India business is at genuine crossroads. Great legacy, thin margins. The next 3 years are going to tell us everything we need to know. If this breakdown was useful, share it with someone in retail or fashion who needs to understand what's happening in this market. Drop your verdict below. Can H&M turn it around, or does Zudio win this decade? If you missed our last video, we covered how Zara conquered Indian fashion in the link. Subscribe for a new retail analysis every week. Until then, keep retailing smart.